Oh god, this can't be me from 2016. Couldn't have been that retarded.
So yeah, let's do my amazing class.
Hi Adam, this is you, well, me, 34 years from your current time of 2016. This might be hard for you to grasp, but I am you in 2050. I'm 49 years old now, and in my present day, or your future, we have a technology that lets us communicate with our past selves. I'm sending this message to you because your sophomore year is a critical time for you, and I need you to continue the good things you're doing and terminate, well, improve on the bad for your own good. Right now, in 2050, America's economy is at an all-time low. The Second Great Depression is engulfing the entire country. New York City and Washington, D.C. are now level thanks to World War III, or the Resource War. And the Slave Act of 2019 legalized slavery in the United States. Despite all of this, you will become a successful architect, one recognized for designing the new buildings of New York City. Now, Adam, I would like you to take my information to... Sorry. Got something. Oh, it's a text from my pet dog. Says that he's hungry. Oh, I apologize for that. Back to the point. Your sophomore year, your last year of MPX. It's the most important year of your pubescent teen life. You might not like or even remotely agree with my advice, but trust me, it's for your own good. That humanities teacher you have, Miss Sawalski, correct? You have a poem to do, right? Write a poem, presented at a public event, am I correct? Well, that poem will be the turning point in your ability to speak meaningfully to people, Adam. Designing and helping rebuild landmark buildings in New York City, such as the 3rd Chrysler Building and the 2nd Empire State Building, are all part of your future job. To actually get this critical job in the first place, though, you will need to give a speech as to why you are competent to be the building's architect. Keep your good presenting skills, Adam, and kill it at that poem event. It'll help you land a job that pays you enough to live in the Second Great Depression. Ironically, speaking skills are also your biggest weakness right now. Well, my past and your present. Paideas, participating in a group conversation, telling your opinions, and listening to others. You did all of those things extraordinarily well, except for the part of listening to other people. Today, as one of the most important architects in the United States, listening to the ideas that other people have is a crucial part of your job. Right now, even, I struggle with listening to others nowadays, thanks to me blaring my opinions back in the Paideas and drowning out other people's voices. I don't want you to live the same reality that I do in 2050. Don't make the same mistake of blaring opinions that I did. Enough with your English class, Adam. Let's move on to your next class that you have to work in. Dr. Hines. Ah yes, your STEM class teacher. I remember that trebuchet. I remember building it like it was just yesterday. I also happen to remember that your little pal in 10th grade named Julian broke your drill bit. Despite this, you end up completing your project with time to spare. Trebuchets are one of the most basic engineering designs. Despite this, they will be very helpful for you in the future. As an architect, or as a future architect, you probably know structural engineering knowledge and being educated on building skeletons are key as an architect. The trebuchet teaches you these concepts of building the trebuchet to not only make it sturdy, but also learn the order in which pieces go together to make a building. Remembering the concepts you learned in class and the order in which you construct a building will aid you so much in your building designs in the future. Don't treat the trebuchet construction as a chore, but rather something to prepare you for your future career. Now, Adam, while you might be doing good on your trebuchet building and learning the key skills as an architect, your one major flaw, especially in STEM, is time management. Remember those Newton's second law notes you had to take? You finished those notes right before class at the end of lunch. Time management is the most important thing someone who's designing the 3rd Chrysler Building and 2nd Empire State Building can have. It's also something you lacked, especially with your STEM note-taking. Procrastination and time management are things that will bob you down in your future, so just remember this when doing your work, especially in STEM and note-taking. Get it done. Now, Adam, I would also like to talk with you, finally, about your last MPX course, known as Digital Media. Well, in digital media, remember how you learned about cyanotype printing and how negatives are made and used? Well, in your future field of architecture, your strength in learning quickly and well with cyanotype printing is critical for architecture. This might be hard for you to grasp, but now, in 2050, every single drawing and sketch of a building is made on a cyanotype print with, you guessed it, potassium ferrocyanide and ferric ammonium sulfate. Just remember how to print negatives and use them, because even now we use Adobe Photoshop and InDesign. Now, despite your ability to learn quick and well, you fall in your time management for digital media, but in a different way than STEM. That magazine you had to make, the 24-page magazine, correct? I remember just as well as you do when writing the articles for that magazine, that instead of actually writing the magazine, you were playing games and browsing dank memes. In the field of architecture nowadays, we use computers a lot, especially for software tools, including Adobe Photoshop and InDesign. Because of my own childish habits back in 10th grade, I find myself even now browsing through Reddit looking for some quality memes every now and then. This really throws off my workflow, especially as a world-renowned architect, and I don't want your childish temptations to affect you in your future like I did for myself. Sports, golf, business. Golf and business, for me, are crucial now for communicating with customers. Nobody wants to spend 3 hours sitting at a table and just having a discussion about your plans. Communicating with the clients through a game of golf is not only fun for them, but something that will give you better reviews, especially as an architect. Keep on playing golf. It'll be extremely useful for you in the future. Well, that concludes my little time capsule conversation with you, Adam. If you follow the advice I give you, continuing the things you are doing good at and improving upon the bad, you will turn out as a much better man than I am right now. Not only will you be less problem-riddled, but you will be much more focused in your field of work. Please take my advice to heart, Adam. Peace.